Now, after a failed attempt at a holiday last summer, I'm going to be going away this year again very soon in April to Malaysia with the family. So I'm going with my wife, my kids, and I am intending to shoot as much content there as I can. Now, when I say failed holiday, when I went to Bangladesh last August, it was the worst time to go because there was this massive political issue that was happening in the country, civil unrest. They were ousting the government, the prime minister ran away, all of this stuff happened whilst we were in the country, and we were basically isolated, not isolated, but kind of trapped indoors because everything was kind of closed. We couldn't really go out and do anything, enjoy ourselves. It was a nightmare. I'm not going to go deeply into that. If you know about what happened, you know about what happened. If you don't, well, I Google it, or you can DM me and I'll tell you what happened. Long story short, we didn't really get to enjoy much of a holiday. And on top of that, we had actually booked tickets to go to Malaysia whilst we were there to try and escape everything that was happening. But the day that we had our flight was the day that the Prime Minister essentially ran away, and then they shut down all flights leaving the country. So we didn't get to go. So yeah, that was a massive bummer that happened last year. We came back, we were kind of demotivated. We were more stressed out coming back than we were when we went there, and all of that. So now, hopefully this time we're going to go to Malaysia. We're kind of just sticking to Kuala Lumpur, going and enjoying the city and the country with the family, with my two little boys, and hopefully also trying to get as much content as possible. But in order to do that with kids, I had wanted to pick up the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 because it is a fantastic camera for vlogging with. It's very easy to use. I can use it with one hand whilst holding my son's hand with the other, and it just means that the video content that I'd be able to capture with it is much easier. Now, for some context, I do have the DJI Action 4, which is in its own right a very, very good and capable camera, but I did want the Osmo Pocket 3 because it is just a little bit better and made for that kind of stuff. However, the one issue is right now it's completely out of stock, and if I did try and order it, there is no guarantee that it's going to come on time, so I didn't really want to risk it. So when I went to the photography show this year, I had the opportunity to go and ask and see if they had it in stock anywhere, but it was the same answer everywhere. But the camera that they did have in stock, and also another DJI product that I had my eye on for a very long time since it came out, is this guy. This is the DJI Action 5 Pro, because I thought to myself, well, it's something that I wanted anyway. I had the opportunity, they had a sale on it because of the trade show that was happening, and it was just a good chance to grab it. So I got the Adventure Combo, which comes with the batteries, the kind of extra long pole, some extra accessories and things like that, and is probably the best alternative to getting the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. Now, big shout out to Teppo Hapoya, who indirectly influenced and convinced me to get this after I watched his video of using the DJI Action 5 Pro in Japan and the quality that that thing produces. Now, I'm going to be showing you a very unconventional unboxing because I'm going to show you the unboxing because actually I've already unboxed this thing. But whilst I'm playing the unboxing, I'm going to talk about my use cases for the camera, what I think of it after using it for a little while, and the reasons why I got it. So to start off with, the DJI Action 5 Pro is obviously the next iteration of the DJI Action series. I have owned the DJI Action 2, which I absolutely loved. It was this nice, cute little modular thing that had this 2-module system. It was this nice square little thing that I took with me when I went to Turkey a couple of years ago. Footage came out of that was really good. It was quite good. It was waterproof. It did its thing. It had internal storage, but you know, it could have improved on. I skipped the DJI Action 3 because I wasn't actually using the Action Cam as much. But when the Action 4 came out, it really impressed me because it had that 10-bit log, and I felt like I needed the Action Cam to get stuff like BTS footage and POV footage because I was going out and about more. So I grabbed the DJI Action 4, which I've still got, and it still serves me really well. But then they released the DJI Action 5, which comes with a whole suite of new features. The first being 48 gigabytes of internal storage. And again, the DJI Action 2 actually had 32 gigabytes of internal storage in its main module, but having internal storage on one of these things is actually fantastic because it means that even if you run out of memory cards, or if you somehow forget to put the memory card in after transferring your images in, you have the chance to still shoot stuff because you've got that internal storage there available for you. Next, it's got better image performance with a new 1/1.3 inch sensor. And this new sensor also shoots video in 10-bit D-Log-M. It's apparently got better enhanced tracking precision. The screen on this thing is now an OLED screen, which is really nice because it's clearer, it's crisper, it's brighter. So when you're out and about in maybe harsher, brighter environments, using this thing becomes a lot easier. Extended battery life, and obviously with the Adventure Combo, you get 2 extra batteries and the battery charger pack, which basically means you're pretty good for an entire day's worth of use. I mean, I used this thing at TPS and I had it as a POV on the last day after I bought it. I bought it on day 3 and I used it on day 4, and I got a whole bunch of POV content with it, which was really good. And it pretty much lasted me the whole day of using it on and off with kind of battery to spare. So it's still got good battery life, but if I was to use it even more intensely, then, you know, I've got the extra batteries, and that means that I don't have to worry about charging it midway through. You can also connect this thing directly to the DJI Mic 2 and the DJI Mic Mini, which is fantastic because it means that your overall package is kind of much smaller, and you get great sounding audio if you're going to be using it as like a vlog camera. And not to mention, don't quote me on this, it also takes really high quality stills, which the older cameras didn't. I don't know the exact specs and the differences between the two in terms of what the still quality was like. I mean, I've never used the Action Cam for stills, but for those of you who want to take a small package with them to do both kind of photography and video, and you don't want to carry a camera and you don't want to use your phone for whatever reason, then you've got the option of using the DJI Action 5 Pro as a stills camera as well, because it has that high quality still capability. Now, like I said, I really wanted something that had really good stabilization, was easy to use, that I could color grade, and that brought out really high quality looking footage. And I wanted the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for this because it's got that inbuilt gimbal stabilizer, and you know, the form factor is really nice just to be able to use it whilst I'm out and about and not have to worry about things like focusing or, you know, tracking subject and things like that. But since I can't get hold of that for whatever stock issues or reasons that there are right now from the supplier, the best alternative I've had is the DJI Action 5 Pro. And actually, well, the Action 5 Pro has come out after the Osmo Pocket 3, and after seeing that footage from Teppo Happoya's video from when he goes to Japan and him talking about the Action 5 Pro, I was actually blown away that the quality is so good that I went on a kind of a deep dive into watching more and more videos about the Action 5 Pro and what it was capable of, and comparisons between the Action 4 and the Action 5 Pro, and to see whether I needed that upgrade or not. And I thought to myself, well, I've got this opportunity at the trade show right now where they're giving it at a really good price. I can grab it right now. I've got it. I've got time to fiddle around with it, play about with it. I'm not getting it last minute and then just kind of setting it up and going. I've got time to set up and learn how to use it properly, get the best looking image out of it, so that when I do go to Malaysia with my family and I am going to be using it for vlogging and taking video and capturing content with it, I'm capturing the highest quality content that I can because I've learned to use the camera the right way. And if I pair it with either the extension rod that comes with the Adventure Kit or this tripod kind of extension tripod selfie stick thing that I bought for the Action 4, which is obviously cross-compatible with the Action 5 Pro, because then I'm still going to have that similar form factor to what I maybe would have had with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and be able to just kind of take video of whatever I'm taking video of. You know, it tilts, it rotates, I can do selfie mode with it and things like that. You know, I can hold it out, extend it out, get different types of shots, different angles, all of that with this, and I'll be able to get some high quality content easily with just one hand, not having to worry too much about stabilization, not having to worry too much about composition with a larger camera body or any of that, whilst I'm holding my son's hand or while I'm doing other things and I'm out and about and I'm kind of busy enjoying myself with the family, and then taking quick shots with this. It's nice, inconspicuous, it doesn't get in people's faces, and I think it is a really good companion for travel. I'm no expert when it comes to travel, at least not internationally, or at least not for leisure. It's going to be a really good experience having one of these out and about and using it whilst I'm out every day with the family, enjoying myself, but trying to get content out of that as well, from the sites that I'm seeing, from whatever it is, activities that I'm doing, my time with my family, kind of documenting that in general as well, maybe just for personal use, if not for the internet, and then also grabbing stuff for the internet. Not that I'm not going to take my cameras with me, of course I am going to take my cameras and one or two of the lenses of choice with me for photography and things. I'm going to probably take my A7C II, which is the best choice for something like traveling around with. If I pair it with a 28 to 75mm, then I have got a perfect combo. But enough of that, because I am going to do an entire what's in my bag style video, or what kind of tech to take with you whilst going traveling. So I will showcase everything I'm taking with me, tech and gear wise, to Malaysia, and then I'm going to show you what content I capture with that. And then I hope you guys have enjoyed this little unboxing sequence and me kind of blabbing about why I wanted the Action 5 Pro and what use it has to me. Obviously, aside from that, it's a great little action cam to use for whatever types of action sports you might do. But if you are in a city, or like me, city-based, one of the biggest uses for this thing is capturing B-roll footage, BTS footage, and POV style footage, because I do a lot of that. I love having my POV shots where I've got both my hands free, and knowing that I've got a camera with really good quality image coming out of it for my POV shots, it's a no-brainer having something like this. And I know that DJI are going to bring out something like the Action 6 very, very soon, and then I'm going to be like, oh, I want the Action 6, but hey, that's what it's like. But I didn't think I was going to upgrade from the Action 4, but I did. I've got the Action 5 Pro here. And again, this video is not sponsored by DJI in any way, shape or form. I bought this with my own money. This is my own review. This is my own unboxing, and everything I have said about it is my own. I love these cameras. I'm probably not going to get rid of the DJI Action 4 either, because it's a good backup to have just in case something happens to this, who knows. It's still a really, really good action cam. And if I were to compare the two side by side, I think the differences would be quite subtle, but maybe for those with the trained or keen eye, noticeable enough that they might want the upgrade, depending on what kind of content you're creating and the kind of value you want from your gear for your content. So it really depends. But if you're upgrading from something like the DJI Action 2, which I had a friend of mine ask me about, I would say, yeah, go for the Action 5 Pro, because it's a no-brainer that this thing is going to give you significantly better quality than something like an Action 2 or Action 3. But if you are on an Action 4 and you're thinking, shouldn't I upgrade? Well, maybe. If you have the means to, go for it. If you don't, then stick with the Action 4. There's nothing wrong with it. It's still a very, very good camera. In my opinion, I've been using it quite regularly for a lot of my content, and it does the job. I'm just a big tech nerd, so that's why, take my advice with a pinch of salt. I hope this was of some value to you guys, and you enjoyed the little unboxing, got to see everything that comes with it if that's what you were looking for. A little bit more of a slowed down or detailed showcase of what comes in the box in the Adventure Combo. I think the Adventure Combo is probably the most worthwhile to get it if you are going to be using it a lot for traveling and out and about and things like that. But if you're going to be using it every now and then the standard combo is probably better and also cheaper and more worth your money. You can also get the battery separately if you want extra ones just to have. But yeah, I just think that the Adventure Combo is much more worthwhile because you get all the extra stuff that it comes with. If you did like the video, consider hitting that like button. And if you like my content in general, then consider maybe subscribing as well. Until next time, guys, this is Caillou24 signing out.